Hey guys, I hope everybody's having a fantastic day today. Whether you're watching this in the morning, in the afternoon, or in the evening, I am glad you guys are here. Today we're going to take a quick look, kind of long-term overview of this little knife. This is the CIVIVI Circulus. It's an Ostap Hel design. It's a minimalist knife, and I was inspired to pick this guy up, unbeknownst to him, by Grumpy Grunt, not Grumpy Grunt, by Dopey over at Blade Show. My roommate for 4 days had one of these that he carried at his Chuck Taylor's. I thought it was really cool. When I came back, I started kind of looking for one, and a brother from the community, Brother Cheeto Bandito, reached out and said he had one he'd sell me. So we put together a deal that was more than fair, and I'm stoked to have this little knife now. So basically, what this is, and guys, before I jump into it, I've got to jump into my little please hit the subscribe button, please hit the bell notification icon. I'd really appreciate it, and it would help me out. But this is kind of like a small Elementum fixed blade mini bred with a small scalpel. So it's unique in that it is very thin. It is 10 CR 15 COMOV. It is an Ostap Hel design, and it's the CIVIVI Circulus. Let me see if I've got a piece of paper close. I know we're getting low on paper. That was a cutter error. Very slicey, very sharp, very pokey, very deterrenty, I guess you would say. But again, very, very small. So this knife came with this lanyard probably to give you more purchase, because with me, I can get 3 fingers, the pinky kind of wraps around there, and then I do have good jimping on the blade. One thing I will note about this knife, it could probably benefit from some paracord, a wrap, because you don't have a lot of stabilizing handles there. But again, what this knife's designed for, cutting open packages, pulling a splinter out of your hand, cutting something real quickly, making your cut and putting it back in your sheath, I think it's going to be more than ample. But this little guy is, again, really got my attention when I noticed Dopey, who you guys might know in the lives, carries about 6 or 7 knives every day, and he actually does because I stayed with him. And one of the ones he carried was this, and he would carry it tucked down in this Chuck Taylor high top. I thought that was really cool. I pick it up, I carry it in my left pocket just as a pocket dropper. I've also thought about taking this off and putting on a little bit of strap action there, some side straps. But I really think for this particular knife, I've got another one that I'll be showing you guys that I picked up from Amazon that was a little less expensive but similar. I've got it riding horizontally on my belt. I think I'm going to keep this one as a pocket dropper. But it's got really good retention. That's the bead clacking. It's not going to come out of that sheath. Tall, flat grind, but a small, small little knife. And to give you guys an idea of how small this knife is, let's look at it next to some other smaller knives, starting with the Benchmade Mini Bug Out, and then the CIVIVI Baby Banter. So it's smaller than both the Mini Bug Out and the Baby Banter. Let's take a look at it next to some fixed blades, like the Bradford Knives Guardian 3, or the small Bradford Knives G-Necker. It's smaller than both of those guys by a lot. So now let's look at it next to our Amazon find, our little Brother Watchman. Right around the exact same size as that. And our Jacob Creates chickadee, right about the same size as that. That tells me it's going to be about a 5-inch knife, guys. So let's do this. Let's put back up our S90V chickadee and our D2 Watchman. And let's break out our Javon promotional ruler that cost me nothing. 5 inches. The blade is 2 1/4. Cutting edge is 2 inches. The handle is 2 3/4. So if we go to look at the thickness of this knife, or the lack thereof, this knife, 0.1175, the spine or the tang, 0.0160 behind the edge. And 0.1190, and then the height is right over 1/2 inch at 0.61. So guys, as you might imagine, this little skeletonized knife weighs next to nothing. That's why Dopey was carrying it in his shoe. 0.95 ounces. 1.6 ounces in its carry sheath, in its little Kydex taco sheath, which they did a really good job with. Again, for a small, minimalist fixed blade or EDC fixed blade that might supplement your primary carry, it may supplement your secondary carry, I can highly recommend this little knife. If you find it on Amazon or on one of the retailer sites, I think these list for about 55 bucks. You can go look at White Mountain Knives. They've got one in stock, I think. You can use the code Javon10, save 10% off of that and get free shipping. Or you can keep an eye on NAF sale and see if they come up for sale. I hear they do quite often because they do sell a lot of them. But it's a great little knife. If you're looking for something to put into your bug out bag or to carry in your backpack or to carry as just an EDC fixed blade, guys. Thank you for watching the video. Thank you for subscribing if you got the chance and were inclined to subscribe. And please, 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 before I tell you that, I want to thank all the channel members. I want to thank all the subscribers, and I want to thank every one of you who just comes by and watches. It means the world to me. And please look out for the guy or gal to your left. Please look out for the guy or gal to your right. Please look out for one another. Go forward with love in your heart. Please choose debate, not hate. I love you all. Peace.